Hi there, it's Jen Piceno. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, and I wanted to make this camera right here. I wanted to be able to tell you that I'm so thankful you're here on my online space. I am. I adore you. I think that it's been quite a journey for all of us. Not just this past year, but as we've stepped into this existence, every step is leading us to the next best step. Every step is helping us grow, stretch, and evolve, whether we realize it, claim it, or appreciate it. It's still happening. We're always in motion, and energetically that does a lot of different things to us. So we can lean into it and grow through each experience, or we can resist it and then feel that heaviness, that weight, that depleted energy, that stagnant energy that often manifests into anxiety, depression, and all of the things, right? But for those of us, and if you're here still watching me, you're probably one of them. For those of us that do the work, we know that it's not all fluff. It's not all sparkles and fairy dust. That would be so lovely, wouldn't it? There's a lot to diving in to self-discovery, self-mastery, to understanding the essence of who you are and what you're called to be. And when you do the work, it is such a gift, because the clarity comes in, and within clarity is power. And harnessing and claiming your divine power with clarity is a game changer. It allows us to show up in life so differently. It allows us to experience and savor is the word that's coming through so strong. It allows us to savor life. And that is where the gold is. It just, it feels orgasmic. It really does. It feels orgasmic to be in love with your life. To really just savor it, delight in it, own it. And that's what I want for all of you. It is. I want it for all of you. And if you're still in that state of confusion or frustration, the shame game, whatever it may be, I want to encourage you to keep going, keep digging, reach out for help when you need it. There's so much strength in that, because other people who are skilled in this work will know how to get you through the sticky spots faster than you'll ever be able to do it for yourself. Back when I started this journey over 30 years ago, there wasn't anybody reaching out hands. There was no Facebook Lives and knowing who does what kind of work. It was really, we did it alone. You know, if you went to a class, and if you were lucky enough to go to some of these retreats with some of these spiritual leaders, they would teach from their hearts. They would share the wisdom. You would get activated. You would stretch and grow. You'd go through process, which it didn't always look pretty. When you go through process, it takes you into your stuff. Oh my gosh, the gift of air. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wash it all over me. When it goes through that process, that's a confirmation, thank you. When you go through that process of change, it is like a breath of fresh air. You allow everything to blow through you, to move through you, for you, at this, it activates a divine spark. And when that spark is activated, you have two choices. You nurture it, you fan the fire and let it grow, and that's when you go big, bold, and loud into who you truly are. Or you go back home, you get back into everyday life, the spiritual high wears off, and you're back to where you started. Unfortunately, that's what most people do. They don't nurture the work. It is work. We call it a practice. We call it a craft for a reason. It requires your attention. It requires your energy. And I tell people that when they come in for coaching, whether it's business coaching, spiritual coaching, whatever it is, to me it's all the same because we are an integrated human being with one life. And you've got to get to the root of your shit. Otherwise, you are not going to grow your business. You're not going to find the next best mate. You're not going to heal from your divorce. You're not going to do any of the things that you want, need, and desire if you don't first go within and start cleaning up house. And that's really what it is. It's going in, getting honest, doing that work, because you know there's something more for you. You know that there's so much to life than the way you're living it. Life is not designed to be mundane. But so many people are walking around like zombies, robotic, going in and out of work, to and from, completely unaware, mechanical. That is not what the human experience is supposed to be. Get in, do the work. It is a remembering. We talk about waking up, yes, because it's all dormant, but to me it is a remembering. Remember who you are. Remember what lights you up. Remember your strength. Awaken your courage. Awaken that. It takes courage to do this work. It takes courage to get out of your own way. The only person you need to be competing with right now is yourself. You're the only part of the problem. Nothing else outside of you matters. And that's hard to swallow. I understand. I had to go through that myself. But when we go in and we look at what's there as an observer, not as an inner judge, and start dissecting it, understanding it to the point where you can wink and smile at it when it starts to bubble up to get back in your way. It is a lifestyle. It's not a one and done, get in, let's try this and move on. No. The work keeps working you. They call it a spiral path for a reason. It keeps taking you deeper and deeper and deeper within yourself. And that's where the good stuff is. When you really find the truth of why you do what you do, without casting blame upon all of the experiences and things that have happened to you in your lifetime. And I understand there's some nasty things that happen to good people. I know. I've been doing this work a really long time. There's nothing that you could probably tell me that would shock me at this point. But it's your problem now. It doesn't matter what they did or how they did it. It's yours now. And you have the power of choice. Do you allow it to poison you, or do you allow yourself to take what's there, grind it up, and create the medicine that helps you heal? And when you do that, that is going to be linked very deeply in connection with what your sacred purpose is. And that clarity will get clearer and clearer and clearer. And that is where you are going. That is the path that you walk fiercely upon. Whether you become a healer, a spiritual leader, a coach, or if you are doing this work within your house, within your community, within the neighborhood that you live in, that medicine from the sacred experiences that you've gone through, the trauma that is also in duality a sacred experience for soul growth, for you to do the great work that is within you to be done. That work, that commitment to self, it rewrites the story. And you claim your power back from all the people, all the situations, all the challenges. You bring back all that power. Because the more you tell your story from a place of understanding it for its lessons, the more empowered you become. It doesn't drag you down and drag you inward and put you in these negative states of being and these low vibrations. Instead, it does the opposite. It raises your frequency. It lifts you up. It helps you ascend into who you are called to be. That's what I want for you. I want you to quit pointing fingers out and start bringing the work back in. Because nothing is going to change if you keep looking externally. It just won't. Believe me, I tried. It doesn't do a damn bit of good. You've got to look at your own stuff. The only person that you can change is you. And I hope you decide to.